have empathy for someone like Charlie Kirk.
Because there are a lot of things that I disagree with, but I would never unalive someone because of something that they said.
Gang violence.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy that's on. That's crazy, man. I've actually seen the real version, the uncensored version, and I can tell you it's pretty dark, man. It's pretty dark. The home of the free, the land of the brave. Unless you're Charlie Kirk. There's nothing brave about this. I'm looking at the comment section and wow. I'm looking at the comment section to this and just wow. Whether you're pro-gun or anti-gun, it doesn't really matter. At this point in time, if you believe in freedom of speech, it doesn't really matter what your side is or your take is, because this is the opposite of freedom of speech. This is someone who is vocalizing their opinions. People are getting triggered. Soft people are getting triggered, because that's what it is. If you unalive somebody because of the words that they're using as opposed to their actions, you're pretty much soft. You're pretty much soft. Do you unalive someone every time they say something? They tried it on Trump, you know. Luckily, I don't know what kind of angels that dude's got, but he tilted his head to the side and the bullet went past his ear. But that was another example of, you know, people disagreeing with what you have to say, and so their only way to compute life is to unalive you. Yeah, I just want to pause it because this is the uncensored version. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit this because I don't want to get a ban. Yeah, there's a comment here that says TikTok moderation. Bro, TikTok moderation is selective. It is extremely, extremely selective. So I'm not gonna get into it, man.
I thought he was gonna make it. I really did. But now that he is gone, the only people I feel bad about is his two little girls. Everybody else I really don't have any empathy for, but his two baby girls are going to grow up without a father. And that is the only thing I care about. Now, Charlie Kirk is about to be a martyr. And if the person that did...
You know, I'm sorry, like, this is a bit unprofessional, but I don't enjoy people that smack their teeth when they talk. It's such a trigger, smacking your teeth while you talk. I don't know, for me anyway, it's such a trigger. I think a lot of people miss the point. The point is not whether you agree or disagree with someone's political views. The point is that you can't just run up on someone. Apparently there was a sniper, so maybe run up on someone isn't the case, but you can't just unalive people you disagree with. I think that's the opposite of freedom of speech. I think that's the opposite of first world. And regardless of what your political views are, regardless of whether you agree with him or disagree with him, it's not the way you handle 31. 31, 2 kids is mad, man. Oh no. Anyways, what's for dinner? Yeah, okay. Does this affect the white on white crimes? Probably does. I know you're being a bit sarcastic, but it probably does. By like 0.01, I think. Someone says, oh well, I don't understand this. This is what kids and women face every day in Gaza. Why is this a big deal? Susie says, why not Trump? Man, wishing death upon people is just something that I would never do. Regardless of how much I disagree with them. It's just something that I wouldn't speak it.
While fighting for reparations, I may have a little bit of empathy. But this white on white violence, he died? Damn, B. Life comes at you fast. I can't have empathy for someone like Charlie Kirk because I cannot be in his shoes. I have no frame of reference for that.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Death, we can all relate to death. And we can all have empathy, especially when it comes to death. So that's not true. That is absolutely not true. That is, if you want to make the argument that you can't relate to him because the skin color is different or whatever it is, that's perfectly fine. But death, everyone can relate to. Like, that's absolutely not true. But I get it. You know, she's... I get it, man. I get it. It's for social media. I get it. I get it. I don't think her comment section. I don't think the comment section agrees with her either. I don't think the comment section agrees with her either. Yeah, it is senseless violence. Like I definitely agree with it. It is definitely senseless violence, and I think you guys get the gist. I'm gonna keep this video really, really short, but it's not because you disagree with someone that you just sort of unalive them. I don't think that's the case. And with regards to empathy, everybody understands how life and death works. So to say you don't have any empathy or you cannot relate to him is it's a bit dishonest, because regardless of his skin color, regardless of his politics, you can pretty much relate to him, because death is something that we can all relate to. So yeah, I'm not buying that. And also, like, the people that are writing like really, really horrible stuff in the comment section, like, it's very soft. You know what I mean? It's very soft that this is how people react. It's very, very soft. It shows like an emotional. It shows that you're emotionally unstable, in a sense, because what his political views are his. That shouldn't keep you from falling asleep at night. If somebody said something about my people, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. I'd just be like, yeah, that's how he feels. Some of you are, yeah, I don't know what to say, man. I got the news at like 3 a.m. You know, we're in a different time zone to the States, so I got the news at like 3 a.m. in the morning, and yeah, it's just man, 2025 is a weird year, man. 2025 is becoming one of those years where it's just like it's mad. 2025 is a mad year. People celebrating are the problem. They have normalized and encouraged political violence. Yep, that's true. I don't think political violence should be a thing, especially not in a first world country. That's something that we tend to see in like third world countries. You know, you look at Zimbabwe back in Robert Mugabe's day, and anyone who ever said anything contrary to Robert Mugabe would get it. You look at Libya, anyone who says anything about the Honorable Gaddafi would get it. You know, Iraq, anyone who, like, those are the kind of countries where that kind of stuff happens. But in a first world country where you preach freedom of speech and land of the free and home of the brave, like, it shouldn't be happening there. It shouldn't be happening to there. It shouldn't be happening. And also, you can't do this every time somebody thinks different. Every time someone has a difference of opinion, you can't just shoot them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't just shoot people that have a difference of opinion. Yeah, weirdos can't handle common sense, so you'll murder someone when a whole argument about peace. Yeah, it's soft. It's a lot of people are emotionally unstable, man. A lot of people can't handle disagreements. You know, a lot of people can't handle a difference in opinion. So the only way that they can react is by doing this. You know, it's weird, man. I don't want freedom of speech to become like this. I don't want freedom of speech to turn into this arena where it's like everyone has to wear a Teflon, and I don't want freedom of speech to end up like this, man. Dude said crazy. Next, he needs some milk. He should have had bodyguards like Trump. Yeah, but they're on campus. They're in a place of education, and that's what's really messed up. Is that you're in a place of you're on campus. You're in a place of education. You're at a place where you're encouraged to debate. You're encouraged to have a difference of opinion. You're encouraged to make the argument. So why would you need bodyguards? Whether you agree or you disagree with him, I don't think that this is the outcome that people want. You know, again, it's a first world country, so I don't really get the reaction or the behavior or the reaction to the behavior. It's a sad time for freedom of speech, but it's very interesting to see that there's a lot of negative comments, people praising his demise. It says a lot about the people, actually. If you're one of those people that are praising his demise, it says a lot. It says a lot about you, man. You probably can't handle a conversation, and you probably don't like being disagreed with. Yeah, man, I didn't agree with a lot of things that he said, but man, to go out like this, that's crazy, man. I don't agree with anything Sadiq Khan says. I don't agree with anything Sadiq Khan does, but even I wouldn't be like in the comments if something were to happen, God forbid, I wouldn't be in the comments like, oh yeah, he deserved it. Oh how like that's disgusting. That's not humanity, guys. You need to do better, you know. But what happens next? What happens next? Because a lot of people do these events where they open mic and you know. So what happens? What happens next? And this was in Utah. Is it predominantly conservative? I don't know. Anyone from Utah? Is it Utah conservative, liberal? I don't know what it is, but sad times, man.